Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and a couple of days ago, I found myself watching, out of all things, an Animal Crossing hot takes video. Unpopular and controversial opinions coming from a community that's probably the most respectful, kind, and patient communities out there. And then I thought to myself, you know what, I want to do this. I want to do this for my video game. I want to do a hot takes Overwatch video. And then I realized what I got myself into, going from a community that is so kind as the Animal Crossing community, and then going into one is like the Overwatch community. But that's what's gonna be so great about this video, because we're gonna be getting tons of opinions from players from a very competitive game, because there's no one or right way to play Overwatch. So with that being said, a quick warning for people that hate opinions or people that don't agree with you, there are gonna be lots of opinions. And if you don't like opinions, you know, actually no, watch the whole entire video, because I wanna see you get so triggered in the comments because someone thinks your favorite hero isn't skillful. So I decided to take to Twitter and Instagram and ask for your Overwatch hot takes, which if you guys don't know what a hot take is, it's basically an unpopular or controversial opinion, like if pineapple belongs on pizza or not. There's gonna be tons of people that say yes and no, and really with my channel, I try not to get too political, but in my opinion, pineapple does not belong on pizza. Now that we got the toxic commenters having a conversation in the comments, it brings up the first hot take, which is honestly the best way to start off this video, and that comes from someone saying the toxicity in Overwatch is not as bad as everyone makes it. All jokes aside though, I gotta agree with this one, because the phrase being toxic is being thrown around so loosely nowadays. You ask someone to switch, you're being toxic. You don't like a hero, you're being toxic. You disagree with someone, you're being toxic. It's just us as humans by nature that focus so much on the negatives that we forget that there are a lot of cool people in Overwatch. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna be adding my own opinions because, well, this is my video. If y'all can have your opinions, then I can have mine. Snipers are boring to play against and watch. Maybe if you're bad with snipers because you can't hang out. If you've never gotten in an intense Widow 1v1 battle where your butthole was clenched the tightest grip because you're both low 5 HP, but you refuse to use your secondary fire because it's known in a Widow duel that you can't use your alternative fire, then I can understand why you think this. Lucio is the only good hero in the game. Oh boy. Bruh, homie straight up came after all the d.va, Mercy, Moira, Mei, Genji mains out there saying your hero is straight up not good. I'm not gonna say trash because that's putting words in his mouth. What I gotta say is that Lucio has been meta for about 20 seasons. We're in season 20 now. Yeah, I think he makes a fair point. Current Overwatch is way better than year one Overwatch. Anyone who says otherwise couldn't adapt with the game and can't blame themselves. Oh boy, players taking accountability for themselves. Oh, the despair! If you take Overwatch about 3 years ago, which kind of reminds me of this YouTube series, you're gonna see that Overwatch was this buggy mess with actual broken heroes, like in the form of Roadhog's hook. Nowadays, it's much more polished. Someone said the Cyber God Zarya skin actually looked good, and then someone commented under, he said hot takes, not wrong opinions. Bro, you didn't have to do him dirty like that. Scavenger and Junkyard d.va are actually good skins. Who is this guy? What is he doing? He don't go here. We got our first hot take that I truly do think it's gonna be split down the middle, and that is Goats is better than Double Shield comp. Now, it's a known fact that the Overwatch community hates any kind of current meta. It could be the greatest meta of all time, but because it's popular, people hate it. But so much so to the point where we wanna go back to playing the same 6 heroes? No! The only reason people like this spark is because of their colors. Yo, why you gotta come after my whole entire life like that? I'm not gonna front with y'all. I can't name y'all 2 players on the Hangzhou spot. I couldn't even name you what. Wait, no, that's a lie. Gushwei's on the team. I couldn't name y'all 2 players on the Hangzhou Spar. Heroes can be broken without being OP. This needs a little bit of context and maybe a little bit of splaining. Now, my example I'm gonna be using is Brigitta back in the GOATS composition. The only reason why Brigitta was seen as broken is because she had 5 simps following her everywhere she went. She had a Reinhardt, a Zarya, a d.va, a Lucio, and a Zenyatta. But if you were to take those 5 heroes away from her and it was just her in a Twitch stream with 3 viewers, this metaphor isn't really going well, but just roll with me, then she wouldn't be all that powerful or overpowered. Try using her as a secondary healer, well, she's more of a DPS. Try to use her as a DPS hero, but she doesn't do enough damage. Try to use her as a tank, well, she dies too quick. Is she OP? No, but she's broken with other heroes. Yeah, this is a good take. Torbjorn is hot. Dummy, I said hot takes, not correct opinions. Immortality Field is a bad ability because there is no risk to it. Resurrect is arguably a less powerful ability on a longer cooldown and a high risk. Oh boy, you brought Mercy into this. Okay, here we go. Mercy mains had to suffer long enough, and now you're calling their res ability bad? I mean, compared to Immortality Field, you're not wrong, fam. But T straight up plays the hand of God when someone's about to die and says nope by throwing Immortality Field. Like, what kind of person says nope to someone dying? Can someone do that for the love of my life that left me 3 years ago? Please, I miss her very much. Most no-skill heroes are a lot more difficult to play than people are willing to admit, since they take a different playstyle than traditional aim-based heroes like Widow Soldier. You know, what a very insightful and respectful way to say that not every single hero is brainless. Except for Moira, they are one of the few legit no need to think heroes. Well, we just took a complete 180 here. Out of all the heroes to be constantly brought up with Overwatch hot takes, Moira is always front and center. I mean, even the Overwatch hot takes Twitter account has Moira as the avatar, which is an awesome Twitter account. You guys should definitely go follow them because they have daily hot takes. But when it comes to her sucky sucks, self-healing ultimate that goes through every shield and Moira damage orb that goes through every single shield, sometimes it gets jaded once in a while, you know? Okay, now I want to look at my friends' hot takes because they're cooler and better than you guys. My emote artist says Mercy requires more skill than Moira. I think we already established this. Neither of them require skill. I'm just kidding. My boy Macro says Overwatch is fun whenever Winston is meta. I think you're saying that only because you look like Winston. A scientist. Nathan says Ana isn't healthy for the game. Well, Nathan, word to Ragtag. You're just a fat old My boy Ian says Junkertown is better than King's Row. Alright, that's where we're gonna draw the line because both of those maps suck. The Kefri hate mob is way more annoying than the Kefri accusation. In case y'all don't know, basically anyone that kills Kefri is hacking or has an aimbot. Now, I'm over exaggerating because that is partially true. It's become so much of a meme to this point that I don't know who's genuinely memeing or being upset that Kefri is accusing someone of killing him with an aimbot. But I guess I don't really understand what's so bad about him accusing someone of using an aimbot. Maybe I'm just biased here because he is my dad after all. He hasn't paid child support in a really long time. So there's that. I'm starving. Brigitta was never as big of a problem as Doomfist and still... This must be my youngest viewer because they're about 6 months old since they didn't have to live all of 2019 where Brigitta took over Overwatch. King's Row is a terrible map and should be removed. Now, I picked this comment because I'm in the same, not the removed part because I actually don't hate it. I don't even think it's a terrible map, but everyone gets so horny over King's Row that I don't understand why. All the pros like it, all the good players like it, and then there's me. You know, there might be a correlation here with skill and liking King's Row. Paris isn't that bad of a map. See, same thing here. So many people hate on Paris, but then there's someone like me who loves Paris. But then that same correlation could be inverted and the same could be applied. Single res is 100% better than huge res and I like where Mercy is. See, this is the opposite of a male simp, what we like to call a simpet, because this person doesn't particularly like to crush the dreams of e-boys everywhere. You must not have lived during the time of Mercy's fat res ultimate because every single time a McCree, a Genji, or a Soldier, or a d.va player got a fat ult team wipe, here you come, a skinny legend with your blonde hair where all you gotta do is press one single button and negate all of their skill. Was this a terrible time in Overwatch's history? Absolutely! But so many of the Mercy mains stay quenched during this time because they were able to drink the tears of so many sweaty DPS players. Diamond is the most toxic rank. I'll let you decide what you think is the most toxic rank in the comments below. Guarantee you're gonna be typing your rank. Roku shouldn't have been added until there are more healers and tanks. I don't know what it is about this hot take, probably because he didn't just stop at Roku shouldn't have been added, which I absolutely love, but he's right. You know, the DPS queues suck, but they only suck because there's so many DPS players that we love. There's only a handful of tanks and healers, so Roku kind of sucks in that aspect. Console honors can't aim. Oh, baby boy. I've been saying this for years, and it's not just an opinion, it's actually statistically proven that Ana on console is worse than Ana on PC, both in the win rate and the pick rate. Maining Mercy does not make you good at the game. I'm gonna change the word maining to playing because I don't think you've ever experienced what Mercy mains have to go through when there are 3 testosterone-filled flanker DPS boys coming after you and there is no way of defending yourself because you have to heal the Roadhog, you have to heal the Zenyatta, you have to heal the Soldier, and they all keep crying, I need healing, I need healing, I need a break! May isn't thick, she's just fat. Homie, have you ever seen her honeydew skin? Boy, she's skinnier than me in that skin. Like, I'm skinny, I'm 140 pounds, homegirl has the waist of an hourglass. Plus, there's nothing wrong with being fat. Like, you make it seem like it's a bad thing. Farrah should have armor added to her health pool. I actually thought about this because not only does this make sense because she actually has armor, but when you play Farrah by herself, you basically should report yourself because it's impossible. Now, I know there's gonna be the few proud Farrah men. It's like, oh, I can play Farrah without a mercy. I don't need no pocket. Who said you needed a mercy? Huh? Are you assuming that I was thinking about mercy? That just goes to show that Farrah needs a mercy because she's on play. And those, ladies and gentlemen, were some of my favorite Overwatch hot takes. Now, again, if you disagree with anyone in this video, that's fine. It's only when you act like a spoiled, entitled brat that you're just incorrect. You're wrong. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. If you say someone else is wrong, except for that Zarya goth skin, then yes, you are being a brat. But let me know of your Overwatch hot takes in the comments, and if you guys like this video enough, maybe I'll do a part 2. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.